writers. Today we are going to continue our work on our research-based argument essays by writing a second body paragraph. So today's lesson is going to be very similar to yesterday's lesson. Our objectives are the same. I can draft a body paragraph for an argument essay, and I can write a body paragraph for an argument essay using sentence stems in our boxes and bullets graphic organizers. So today we will write, and by the end of class, you will have written a second body paragraph. All right, so let's get started. Just like we did yesterday, we need to start with our topic sentence, and we're going to use our boxes and bullets graphic organizer to help us. Our topic sentence should conclude a sequential transition word or phrase, or thesis statement, and one reason to support our thesis statement. All right, so I'm going to use transitions that add on to our argument. So I might say furthermore, secondly or second, to go along with. And I think since this is our second reason, in our second body paragraph, I'll just simply say secondly. Secondly, now I need to restate our thesis statement. Chocolate milk should be served in schools. Now I need to give one reason or support because, let me check my box down here, it is a healthier option than other beverages. So see how I used my box to say what my reason is. All right, so here's our sentence, our whole topic sentence all together. Secondly, chocolate milk should be served in schools because it is a healthier option than many other popular beverages. There's my transitional word in yellow. There's my thesis statement. And there is my reason. Notice that because links us into our reason. All right, this is a good place to pause the video and write your topic sentence, making sure you have all three parts. All right, let's continue. Next, we need to look back at our notes, looking at the bullets in our graphic organizer, and decide which evidence is the strongest. So I had 3 pieces of evidence here, but that doesn't mean I'm going to use all 3 pieces. Let's take a look, and I might pick out the parts that I think are strongest in telling us how chocolate milk is a healthier option than other beverages. All right. So first comes from an article called Chocolate Milk Gets the Nutritionist Gold Star by Jack McCarthy. All right, well, there's additional sugar in flavored milk. The amount that is added is said to only make up about 3% of added sugars in children's diets, Hummel said, whereas sodas and fruit drinks make up 45% of added sugars in their diets. All right, so I don't need to use this whole quote because that would be a lot, but I can pick out the most important parts. So I think the most important parts here is that the amount that is added is said to only make up about 3% of the added sugars in children's diets. And the other important part that I underlined is that sodas and fruit drinks make up 45% of added sugars in their diet. All right, my next quote comes from the Nutrition in Disguise articles by Manny Taranworth. In this part, I paraphrase. I said sports drinks have 7 teaspoons of added sugar, cola has 9 teaspoons of added sugar, and chocolate milk has only 3 teaspoons of added sugar. And I underlined the most important parts, which was the amount of sugar, the 7 teaspoons, the 9 teaspoons, and the 3 teaspoons. All right, and here's the last quote I picked, and I need to, or that I put in my boxes and bullets as evidence. And I need to think if it really fits with our reason that chocolate milk is healthier than other beverages. Because remember, when we evaluated arguments, we know that the quote needs to directly relate. All right, so I wrote from the California Dairy Council, children who drink milk, either flavored or white, have better nutrient intakes and similar body weights as non-milk drinkers. So I think this evidence is strong at showing that chocolate milk and milk is healthy in general, but it is missing some information about how it's healthier than other beverages. It doesn't compare it to other drinks. So I don't really think it will fit with this body paragraph and won't really strengthen our argument in this body paragraph. So I'm not going to use it. So I did not underline anything. All right, so now that I selected my evidence, let's introduce it with one of our sentence starters. I decided I would use a version of in the text it states, but since we're using many different texts for this essay, I need to say specifically which one. So I said, in his article, Chocolate Milk Gets Nutritionist Gold Star, Jack McCarthy writes, so there we go. I introduce it. Now I can give my evidence. We can either quote, where I repeat the author's words exactly as they are, placing them in quotation marks and giving credit to the author, like we already did, citing Jack McCarthy. Or we can take what someone else, we can paraphrase, where we take what someone else has written or said and put it in our own words. All right. So I said Jack McCarthy writes, well, there's additional sugar in flavored milk. The amount that is added is said to only make up about 3% of added sugar in children's diet. So I quoted exactly here. He notes that fruit drinks and sodas, on the other hand, make up 45% of the added sugar in children's diets. So I paraphrased at this part. I used quoting and paraphrasing for the same piece of evidence. All right, now we know that we need to explain our evidence and how it connects to our claim that chocolate milk should be served in schools and our reason that it is healthier than other beverages. So clearly, chocolate milk is the better, more nutritious option. Therefore, schools should sell a tasty option that is not unhealthy. All right, let's go on. If you have another piece of strong evidence, you can add and explain it as well, using our anchor chart and quoting or paraphrasing. And I did have another piece that I thought was strong from the Manny Tarrantworth article, Nutrition in Disguise. All right, nutritionist Manny Tarrantworth also addresses the differences in sugar content between chocolate milk and other drinks. So here I'm introducing the evidence. She notes that sports drinks have 7 teaspoons of added sugar, soda has 9 teaspoons of added sugar, and chocolate milk only has 3 teaspoons. So I'm paraphrasing that piece of evidence there. This shows that parents and caregivers should feel better about having a tasty, low-sugar beverage in schools for their children to enjoy. All right, so notice, like I said, we use quoting, or we use paraphrasing in this part. We use quoting, and we also use paraphrasing down below, so we use different types of evidence. All right, let's see if we have what we need. Do I have a topic sentence? I highlighted it in blue right here. Secondly, chocolate milk should be served in schools because it is a healthier option than many other popular beverages. Do I have evidence? And the green, I highlighted my transitions. In his article, Chocolate Milk Gets the Nutritionist Gold Star, Jack McCarthy writes, well, there is additional sugar in flavored milk. The amount that is added is said to only make up 3% of added sugars in children's diet. And he notes that fruit drinks and sodas, on the other hand, make up 45% of the added sugar in children's diet. So there's evidence. And I have evidence right here as well from the Tarrantworth article. Explanation, clearly chocolate milk is better, is a better, more nutritious option. Therefore, schools can provide a tasty option that is not unhealthy. There's my explanation. Here's another explanation. And like I said, my transitions and introductions to the evidence. So I have all of those parts. If I didn't, or if my explanation was really short, only a few words long, I would go back and revise by adding on to the explanation or adding evidence to make sure I have all those parts. All right, so now it's your turn. You are going to write your second body paragraph, making sure you have all the parts you need. And the pattern is topic sentence, evidence, explanation, evidence, explanation. You can see it here, color-coded and with arrows. And after you do that, you're going to highlight your body paragraph to make sure you have all the different parts you need. If you are missing a part, you're going to go back and revise. If you're missing, or if a part is too short, usually the explanation, you will go back and revise. All right, let's check in on our goal. Today, our goal was to draft a body paragraph, and we did that using our boxes and bullets to help us draft. All right, great work.